Alright then. Hi.
Hello? What are you doing out here again? Like, who are you?
Nate. Pretty sure I didn't tell you because I don't recognize you.
Well, I don't recognize you either with all those eyes anyway. I know, well, no, that's a lie. I don't know a lot of people, but I do know some people, and I definitely do not know you. But now I know you, because your name's Nate. Anyway, what are you doing out here?
Would you believe me if I said sightseeing?
Yeah. I mean, what else is there to do?
And you?
Hmm?
I said my name. It's proof for you not to say yours.
Oh, yeah. I'm Sean. I was just out here working on, like, the bridge. Yeah, it goes a long way. It leads to my place if you want to come along and check it out.
Sure, I'm curious.
Alright, follow me. So, I don't know, well actually you probably wouldn't have noticed, but I invent things, you know? I create gadgets, gizmos, stuff, you name it.
Like the armor?
No, that's more like, armor smiths, weaponsmiths, like, those are more, like, specialized for those type of people, I think. I don't know, I don't really pay attention too much. But what I do pay attention to is various things. I do like to track knowledge. Why is it? Okay, well, let me just, you know, push this person off. There we go. Anyway, yeah, like before, I just pay attention to many different things. I just do whatever I want, basically. So what about you? What do you do anyway?
I don't know. I'm new.
Okay.
Also, it seems a bit hard to pay attention when you got that over your eyes.
I can see under them. Yeah. It's very yeah. I'm not fully blind, not just yet anyway. But you know, I have poor vision, so it's better to see a little bit than absolutely nothing, you know.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I assume you just woke up here, figured out that the world was completely gone, and this happened basically. New civilizations, new.
Deduced it, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a colony myself, but it's nowhere near finished. I'm also working on testing grounds for my stuff. Again, not completely finished because I don't know, I just haven't finished it. But yeah, like similar to why I am now. I used to be like, you know, like that back then, just creating stuff. Not for the fun of it, just because I was just really good at it. What did you do back then, anyway?
I figure shit out. I'm basically a detective.
Okay. So you're just good at figuring stuff out, yeah?
People pay me to figure out.
Well, I do have something that worried me a little. I was with a person called Asia, and me and her found this random sign in like a man-made cave I made. Now, I know for a fact I didn't put it down there, but because you are a detective, or at least you used to be, I don't know if you still are now, but I was wondering, did anyone could like figure out who placed it there? Because it is a bit ominous.
You want me to figure out who placed magic sand in the cave?
Yeah, like a sign. Yeah, it said, don't believe his lies. That's what it said. And to be honest, I know for a fact I didn't put it there because, unlike, you know, myself, I tend to capitalize sentences, you know? This one just had no capitalization. Maybe we can just go back to this person. Oh, yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's just been a random prank or something.
Maybe? Maybe it's a random prank? I mean, if it was, then they're pulling it off really well.
Mm. This is quite a long bridge of yours.
Yeah, I had to basically create a lot of stone slabs just to get across to Australia. Since I live at like the top of New, oh, we're pretty much here now. Alright, nice. I can just start running because, you know, it'd be a lot easier if we ran.
Fine. Seems like you got a lot of time in your hands.
Just like every inventor in the world, we just have too much time on our hands, we have too much materials, too much everything, so I end up getting taxed for it, basically. You ever heard of the New World Order?
Yeah, I heard of it from the party.
Party? Wait, which one?
The one where everyone was dressed up as Greeks or whatever.
The ball, right. Yeah, I was never there, but Asia did tell me stuff about that. Anyway, where is the... Okay. So yeah, it's in this place.
Facility of some sort?
It was going to be a factory, however, I've decided to go more underground with it. So this is going to be more or less like a testing grounds, or like a testing facility for my inventions. Because I plan to make cars as well, cars, helicopters, planes, and all sorts.
Quite the admiration there.
Yeah, well, I'm good at that type of stuff because I legit get taxed for it. I get taxed for machinery. Anyway, this thing here. Don't know who put it there. I don't know if you're able to find any clues of some sort or even ask around. But
I can see it down here. Don't believe his lies. No. No punctuation, no capitalization. Who knows the existence of this by chance?
Only Asia does, and she was even more confused than I am, in my opinion. Like,
So
she never came here before. This was her first time visiting here, and this was already there.
So you and this Asia are the only ones that would have actually known about this?
Pretty much, yeah.
Is anyone able to just waltz in here?
Anyone could realistically waltz in here. Like, anyone could. It's not protected. It's pretty much open space.
Well, his possibilities. Who exactly lives near here?
The only person I know who lives like near here is an Australian by the name of Spooks, but I haven't seen him around at all. He lives over in Outback, you know, that like small village. Yeah. There's like another small village next to it that runs across like a rail line. Yeah, he lives there.
And do you know exactly who they're referring to by his?
I have an idea, but I'm not convinced on it. I'm still very like unsure.
Is it associate of you and this Asia?
I think so. I don't know. I don't know. It could be anyone really.
I feel like the way what you're saying this narrows it down. You know what? This actually piques a little bit my interest a little. we, I could look further into this, but we will have to talk about that later.
Yeah, that's completely fine by me. As long as that gets solved, then I'm completely fine with that.
I would have to talk to Asia and see what she knows.
Mm. Well, I mean, there is another thing that I was thinking of. I could probably pay you double if needed, but there was
Pretty
another
good.
thing that I assume you've seen, like, the notice boards, right? You know, for...
Those 3 criminals.
Yeah, there's 3 criminals.
Guy, Ona, and
There's...
Davern.
Yeah, Davin, Honor, and Sky.
I remember, if I hear right, they're trying to oppose the Queen of Haven.
Yeah, pretty much.
Better, she definitely leaves an impression.
I
Her
mean,
appearance
definitely
proud nonetheless.
yeah, definitely a very interesting character. What I was thinking was alongside that, this was more of like a secondary like thing for me, but I'm not really bothered if you do this or not because
I was already planning on catching these two.
Alright. So yeah, if you do find one of them, I would prefer it to be Sky. But if you do end up catching like any one of them, give them this. Alright? Don't read it. Just keep it in your keep it on yourself. And just give it to them. Like, I don't really care what you do with them. Like, if you want to bring them into the New World Order, that's on you. That's not on me. That's on you, right? All I want you to do is just give it to them. I don't really care, like, how you do it, whether you leave it in the mail or anything like that.
That was pretty drastic for a note. What's your connection to this guy?
There is no connection, but the only... I won't call it a connection, but Justin, who's the right hand, did mention about Sky when he came to visit the taxes. He basically said to me, don't trust him. So, I want to talk to him to see what's going on.
So see if he's not such a piece of shit.
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely say that. I mean, treason isn't the worst thing anyone could do, but
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, he's not exactly giving a strong impression on me either. And I also happen to have this talk with Justin. They're about as trustworthy as police.
Well, like I said, as long as you just give it to him or even any of them two, that's basically like extra payment. The main idea is just to figure out who actually placed that sign there, because that actually, you know, takes time to do, just to figure out who actually did something that you don't know. But at least with this, I assume you've already been like thinking about where to look and all that.
Trying to gather profiles, but those two are rather interesting, to say the least.
Who, Honor and Davin, or?
Yeah, considering the conversation I had with, Justice, and his about the two, I find it rather ironic.
Yeah, well, I never know what people are saying these days, but yeah, it's all like that's needed for here, really. But so, how much would you want anyway? Like, how much do you need? Because I've got a lot, to be fair. Like, what I could give you 32 diamonds if that works for both payments.
I'll tell you. I have an idea.
Go on.
I'm new here. That's
Right.
obvious.
Yeah.
I have the shit I've been able to piece together based on what everyone else is saying, and from what I've seen.
Right.
And from what I gathered, this pricing is going by emeralds, correct?
By who?
Forget it. The saying for I would like right now I wouldn't mind a few diamonds. We can talk about the price at my office later if you want.
Right.
Right now, I would like some info.
Info on
As
what?
think of it as a half the secondary for the three you want me to give a message to.
Right.
From what I'm gathering, neither the Queen of Haven nor Sky are exactly the same sinners. That's correct.
I believe so. Yes.
The funny thing is, I actually live in Haven now.
I didn't know that.
Now you know where my office is.
Right.
I heard some rather obscene things about the guards there, and trust me, I'm not. I may be a detective, but I'm a private one, so I'm not exactly a fan of law enforcement or authority.
Yeah, I can kind of get that from you. You did mention that they were just as trustworthy as the police.
So I'm gonna need a favor.
Go on.
I feel it as well as the Queen presents herself to be. I'm not gonna worry for a second. She's gonna give the wrong impression about me. When she does, her guards are gonna bust down my door. So it would help if I find out exactly how to not piss her off.
So
Exactly.
Is that all you want to know? Just not to piss her off?
Well, not exactly. No, not that, because I wouldn't give it much of a damn. It's how to avoid her. Be exact.
So you just want to avoid her if shit hits the fan, basically.
Because if I do anything that could seem like, on the gray or chaotic side,
yeah,
she's not gonna take too well to me as a newcomer who basically just set up shop in her own little kingdom.
Well, I assume she gave you the go-ahead to set up shop, right?
At the same time, I don't trust her as far as I throw her.
Neither do I, but here's a little bit of advice. See those wings there?
Yeah.
Basically, let's imagine this. I'm creating these wings as modes of transportation as a way to help other people. And because obviously not only you a detective but also a private detective, you could potentially help her out with any sort of needs. Let's say she wants something, you go do it. That'll build up, her trust in you. Like her trust in me with these wings. It's about doing the little things,
So basically, I have to kiss up to her and make sure and win brownie points, so I don't exactly, have my face on a wanted board.
Pretty much, because all they want is for people to listen to them. That's all they want, and if you don't listen, that's pretty much it.
Oh, sounds like a dictatorship.
Exactly the point.
Fun. You think one world is shitty and you go to another and it's the same.
Unfortunately, you just kind of have to live with it. It's just, I don't know. Not a fan of it myself either, but you just have to live with it and just...
Yeah, figured.
Yeah, just go through all of it.
having old people shit.
Mm.
Fine, if it makes me not make sure someone doesn't put a bounty on my head, then I guess I have to peel with the queen.
Yeah, and even then, let's say you do bring those 3 in, that's gonna give you like thousands upon thousands of brownie points, because I'm pretty sure anyone who finds them gonna be rich forever. Because 120 emerald blocks, that's a lot.
I'm not winning. I'm not getting us three for for justice and all that.
Just for the money.
I
That's
knew.
what I'd do.
I'm basically poor. I have nothing but this in a book.
Mm.
If
I mean,
life's a bitch,
I could always give you stuff if you want. I've got tons and tons of things.
as I said, I don't like owing people.
Oh, you don't owe me anything. Trust me. I give this stuff out for free. They don't have to pay me back, they don't have to do anything. You can always just ask and I'll give. It's because I'm charitable, you know?
Still won't go right with me. Well, thanks. Keep that in mind.
Alright. Still haven't worked on that just yet, though. Don't know why, but I just haven't. I plan to make one, but I don't know, it's not really, hasn't really got to me just yet. I know what to do, but I just don't know when to do it. Like, I was thinking bringing those 2 along, you know, Yuki and Justin, bringing them 2 along, building it in front of them, and then being like, you know, ta-da, here we go, you know? Just prove to them that I actually did make it. Just to win some fucked up brownie points or some shit.
I get that. Alright. Wait, what time is it?
Oh, it's actually getting close to night time. I don't know the time exactly because it's not one of those, you know, old clocks. It's just a clock that shows day and night. Like, I can tell it's pretty much nearly night time.
Right. Well, I gotta go.
Right.
Thank you for the info.
Yeah.
And if you want to talk about the price, remember my office is in Haven, the North Right office. So you can talk to me later if you want.
Alright.
I'll be on my way, and it was somewhat pleasant to meet you, Sean. And I'll keep an eye. I'll be sure to keep an eye on those 2 cases of yours.
Alright. But yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you too, Nate. This is record logs number DX48. Again, just a random letter and number combination. Either way, let's begin. I had a few days ago recently met a detective by the name of Nate. Well, by met I mean accidentally bump into him. He was walking along the coast of the Australian area, and we had talked about, you know, what we did, while I was about to give him a tour, essentially, of Lacerta, or in this case, Neo Kowloon. I noticed that he was a detective when I asked him what he did for a living before the world had gone to shit, basically. He mentioned he was a detective, and well, I asked him a few questions. You know, I wanted to, you know, get his opinion on a phenomenon that me and Asia had found to do with the sign, and I was willing to pay him whatever he needed. However, payment is not yet really done, as I'll probably need to head over to Haven to discuss payments at a later date. Hopefully that'll be soon, since I really do want to get this done. But he said that he'd keep it in mind at least, and he said he was quite interested, so at least that's something. Another thing was I gave him a book, told him not to read it, not to do anything like that, just to leave it as it is. And if he found one of the 3 people on the board, to give it to them. Preferably Sky, since I believe that he might be the more important figure, but either one of them is completely fine. I don't really care who it gets to. As long as it gets to one of them, I'm totally fine with it. I've just been very stressed at the moment. I've been working a lot harder than I should be. I've been working as hard as I can, and I believe that maybe it's time for me to take a break and just sit back, relax, maybe just chill out, but that's not what an inventor does. An inventor needs to keep on working until his mission is complete. And that mission at the moment is to dig out a huge quarry-size box underground. I believe I'm nearly ready with that. It's been taking days, but as long as I am able to make anything happen, I believe that I'll be able to be one step closer to my goal, to create an industrial powerhouse within the world. That's what I plan to achieve. And with Neo Kowloon and this facility, I know for a fact that I'll be able to do that.
Connection terminated.